So, number one, I'm a big fan of your work.
Thanks, man.
And so I was spending a lot of time thinking about what I wanted to ask you. One thing that really kept coming back to me was a year ago, I was a few buildings over having another discussion with Bree Newsom.
I love Bree. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there thinking about, she was talking about climbing up that pole and tearing that flag down.
Wow.
And she gave this beautiful speech about self-empowerment and the furthering of Black Lives Matter and social justice work. And I feel like, I know a lot of my friends kind of feel like the flag just got put back up over the White House.
Yeah, in a way, right.
And I wonder, what's your sense of how are people feeling? How are, what's the symbology of Trump ascending to the presidency, and where's the work for social justice going now?
Well, as you'll see tonight, I'm very, very concerned. My whole life, people who've known me have known me as like the most optimistic guy they know, and I still am. But when I look at what we are facing, what real everyday people are going to face due to a Trump administration, I'm very concerned. In a matter of days, the Dakota Access Pipeline was given its easement. They even went back on the agreement. They were supposed to do a deep environmental study that wasn't going to be done until later this month. They're doing raids, immigration raids across the country that aren't affecting. They aren't loading up criminals. It's everyday mothers and families, and we're just talking about into a few weeks. Donald Trump led a raid in Yemen that was a disaster, and over 30 people were killed. The majority of them were women and children. A Navy SEAL was killed, and almost half a dozen military officials, current ones, have all gone on the record to say it was a rushed, unnecessary operation that should not have been called for. So we're talking about a few weeks in, and there have been a lot of mistakes, and I don't think they're rookie mistakes. I think they are in line with his character, with the people I'm troubled by the people he surrounded himself with. And for me, it's not partisan. I think he's a bad person. I think Steve Bannon, who he hired to be his chief strategist, I don't think I'd ever said this about anybody. I think he's a terrible human being. And everywhere he's gone, he's been abusive and destructive. His own employees have said that for decades. He's been sued at 3 different places of employment, and he's the chief strategist. What does that mean? He is the guy crafting the plans of the White House. And so the problem is it's been overwhelming. And I'm 37, so when I was a kid, I used to watch the Smurfs. and in the Smurfs, there was this episode where there was this dam, and the dam was about to break, and all the Smurfs were like using all their fingers and all their toes to plug the holes in the dam. And that's how I feel right now, man. Yeah. Like, my specialty is police brutality. But over the past month, I've had people say, "Hey, Shaun, my family can't enter the country because of Trump's executive order. Can you help?" Or, "Hey, Shaun, they're about to confirm Betty DeVos as their education secretary. Can you help?" And even for me, it's caused me to say, okay, I don't know how I can help all of these problems. So, as someone fighting for social justice, this past month has been difficult. If there's something beautiful that's happening, it's 2 things. I see people who normally never work together saying, "Hey, let's work together." People of different races, ethnicities, religions, new alliances and new types of solidarity that I've never seen before, not in my lifetime. And then secondly, people are energized to do something. I just think we're not 100% sure what that something is. And I hope to talk about this some tonight, but I think I'll talk about this a little bit. There are 4 ways you make change. You have to have people, and we have people. Trump lost the majority of Americans' votes. The Women's March had more people than his inauguration. There are people. They have to be willing to put in the time. I think I'm seeing that. People are willing to do the work. They have to be energized, and they're energized. But you have to have a strategy. And right now, if I said, hey, what is our strategy to combat Trump or combat this? Well, there's not really if there is a strategy, we don't know it. And therefore there is no strategy. You have to know it.
That's the next step. Though.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Brother, yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you.